All right. I want to say something to you today. Your words are very powerful. The words that you say has meaning behind of it. But what are words? We use them every day, but do we truly understand what they are? You see, by definition, a word is a single distinct element of speech or writing used with others or sometimes alone, and is used to form a sentence with white space on either side when written or printed. Now, I want to ask you a question. When you woke up this morning, what did you say to yourself? What came into your mind when you opened your eyes and realized that you had another day to live? What did you say? I don't expect you to tell me your answers right now or raise your hand, but answer yourself. What did I say to myself when I woke up this morning? You see, the first 20 to 30 minutes of your day is very crucial. Why? Because what we do and what we say within that span of time determines how your day begins. I want to take you back to when I was much, much younger than I am now. I'm 28 years old, I'm not that old. I would walk down the street. It's funny, I didn't know how conceited I was until right now, but listen to me. So I would walk down the road, and at some point you have to stop so you can cross to go to the other side. So I walk and I stop. If a stranger stood next to me, this is what came into my head. I won't verbalize it, but I would think it to myself. So imagine someone is next to me. I have my book bag on my back coming from school. I would say, do you know who you're standing next to? You're standing next to greatness. And one day, you're going to say, I knew that girl. Those were the words that I told myself, which helped me tackle my goals head on. I ran for Carnival Queen back in 2007, danced at school functions and fashion shows, and auditioned for season 9, So You Think You Can Dance in New York City. I got cut the round right before Vegas, but I was still proud of myself, and it was an awesome experience. But words of, you can do it, Alanna, you're great, you have the it factor, pushed me to fuel myself with constant strength to do what I wanted and fulfill my aspirations and goals. Now, not too long ago, I used to live in New York. After getting my MBA in sports arts and entertainment management, I have my master's in sports arts and entertainment management. I made a conscious decision to move there because New York is the area and the hub of entertainment. My plan, get a job, audition for small dancing roles, and live the life I always dreamed of. No, it did not happen that way. I was unemployed for close to 6 months. But I eventually did get a management position working at a gym called Blink Fitness in Flatbush, specifically in Brooklyn area. So I was welcomed with open arms from a relative. She said, come on, Alanna, you can stay with me. But after a few months passed, things got a little sour, and she said, you gotta go. You gotta leave. Bye. It was at that moment that the once full of life and confident young woman that I was came to a halt. And I was filled with hurt, resentment, and pain. The words that I used to say to myself became my own enemy. I turned it around and said, you're not worth it. It's because of you this happened. You're ugly, and you will never make it. As a result, I never went out. Anybody that I saw, I always felt that they knew my story and they were judging me. I was standoffish and trusted no one. I returned back home so I can start over, and I chose to become a teacher. And as I became a teacher, I started to look at life just a little bit differently through the eyes of young individuals. As I was getting ready for my health class one day, because I teach business and health at St. Peter and Paul downtown, I witnessed a group of young ladies bashing themselves, saying that they were ugly, they wasn't worth it, and other women, other girls their age, was more important than who they were. At that moment, an instant connection to their words was made. I understood them and I wanted to help them. So I started a nonprofit organization to foster positive self-image and encourage initiative through educational, proactive incentives. But what does that mean? IAB, which stands for I Am Beautiful, okay? Me, my vice president, and my speakers, we execute events that are filled with topics about self-empowerment. We offer essay award contests, seminars, and workshops about self-development and growth. It's not until I started to help these young women that I started to become myself again, started to go out, meet people, trust people again. The words that I would say to them, you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, and you can do it, started to become my own words. I looked at myself as amazing, beautiful, and perfect. So I want to share some words with you from a famous poet by the name of Maya Angelou. She said, if you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can truly be. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can truly be. And thinking back, I did amazing things when I was in New York. I was a personal assistant for an actress. I was the manager for a gym. I danced and did what I wanted to do. But because of that one situation, it created such a bad experience that my words literally became a person to me, and it held me hostage. It was my enemy. But I want to leave you with a message today. Be conscious of the words that you tell yourself and the words that you tell others, because they can lead you in any direction. When you wake up in the morning, look at yourself and don't be scared and say, I'm confident, I'm worth it, and I'm great. Because you are standing next to greatness. Thank you.